Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over episode 3 on how to port weapons from older Call of Duties into newer Call of Duties, um, or rather Black Ops 3 specifically. This could be the last episode, there could be one more after this. I'll probably finish the series today, but without further ado, let's get back into it. Um, Last time we went over how to create your actual X model and your world model in Ape, which is good. I forgot to save. If you also forgot to save, if you're watching this in succession, just go up here and hit save all. Although I'm sure you could figure that out. You're all very smart. All right. So now we're going to get into the thick of it. Go back into Maya and open up your weapon base file. There we go, MP40 base. Don't need to save. Okay, thank you, Hypershade. What we're going to be doing today is converting animations, which is the most tedious process throughout this entire process. But it's not too bad. You'll get through it pretty easily. So what you want to do right now, after you open up your joint, or rather your base, you go into joints, and then you select everything, and then you run the script that came packaged with the conversion rig. Again, not by me, by a wonderful person named Azri, I'm pretty sure. Go into rename rig, hit go, which is this little play button right here. You're going to get an error, says invalid call to tokenize. That's okay, we don't care, you just hit it again. And now you'll see that all of these, everything here has a T7 located after it, which is what we wanted. Don't ask me why this is necessary because I'm not 100% sure. I just know that the person who made all of these, this tutorial, and the people who make, all of these wonderful programs told me to, so that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I recommend you doing because I haven't had any problems. That's not true. I've had plenty of problems in this process, but we won't get into that now. So once you have that, I would recommend saving because this, after having T7 after that, it just eliminates a step of renaming it and then dragging the animation on and then renaming it again. So you're going to want to go into your Wraith folder all the way down. Exported files, Black Ops 2, X animations. You can see I already made a folder with all the animations in it. Oh my goodness. So what you want to do first is you want to drag your idle animation onto your view right here, and you can see that it looks good. And if you go up into panels and go to perspective and hit first person, you can see that that's what it'll look like in game, more or less. And there's a pretty big chance that this will happen. I've seen it happen on many weapons. If your gun is like down here, for example, or like way up like this, that doesn't really matter because so long as when you go into perspective and you have your ADS up or down animation on and it looks fine, then your gun will look fine in game. The position of the gun is determined by the ADS animations for the weapon, so so long as that's good, it won't matter. Also, I need to fix this. There we go, close enough, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do now is you're going to hit JGun, rename it to tag weapon, select your joint, hit select, select hierarchy, then you're going to want to run the remove namespace script right here. What I like to do is select everything and copy it because you're going to be doing this a lot. And then run the script. So that gets rid of all the T7s here. And so this is just an idle animation, so what you're going to select to export it, tag torso, tag cam bone, I'm holding down control, select, hierarchy, Call of Duty Tools, go to Export X Animation. You're going to look down here to where the frames stop. This only has 2 frames, not 21, excuse me. 2 frames. So then you're going to go here. This is just the X Animation export folder. I don't know if you'll have that, but it's in your Black Ops 3 root folder. It comes bound with the mod tools. I made a custom weapons folder. I'm going to make a new folder for the MP40. Get in there, and then I'm just going to name this view_idle. Hit save, and then I saved everything. Okay, I'm gonna hit save selection, export selected, save changes to MP40 base. I'm going to select no. It's very important that you select no. So now your animation is exported. You're going to hit file, open scene. You're going to reopen the MP40 base file, and then hit don't save. Alright, and now that that's done, you're going to go back. Are you serious right now? My fucking cat. Alright, so once you're back in here, you're going to want to drag your idle animation back on, the one that we just did, and grab your ADS down animation. This is where you want to check and make sure that your first person looks good. That looks lovely. So now you know your animations will look good in game. So now that we have that, you're going to want to select your joints again. You'll notice that the T7 is back on there. You're going to want to open up scripts and then run the script again. If yours isn't in there, you can just paste it in. Then you want to go back down here and rename it again to tag_weapon. And then to export a ADS animation, you're going to select torso, control select tag view, and do not select hierarchy. You don't need to. Going to want to export X animation, change it to 18, and then save to custom weapons, MP40, and then ADS_down, save selection, export selected, save changes, no. And then I'm only going to show you one more, and then I'm just going to do these off screen, and then we'll come back and we'll configure them in Ape. MP40 base, don't save. So now we're going to do one that has note tracks. The reload empty animation will have note tracks. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to select the joints again, select hierarchy, go in here, run the script, minimize, go all the way down to not tag cam bone, tag ADS, tag torso, tag weapon right, rename it to tag weapon, and then we're going to want to go to export X animation, change it to 98 because this has 98 frames, and then you can hit grab notes to get all the note tracks, but it does do some pointless ones that you don't need. So I like to just go in here under Wraith Notes and then find the ones that I need. So I'm going to hit fly MP40 mag out, and then you notice all the way down here there's an extra little bit of the line right here. That's where your note track plays. So you want to hit add note with that frame selected. Then you're going to want to copy the name, so fly MP40 mag out player. Hit OK. And then mag in. You also need that. You're going to look 56. Add note. Fly _MP40 _mag in player. Sorry, had to think. Hit OK. And then MP40 charge. Going to look there. That's when he pulls the bolt back. And then add note. Fly _MP40 _charge _player. Hit OK. And then the rest of these you don't really need. reload small, reload chamber, reload large. It even says, you know, ignore useless notes like reload large. They don't really matter. I know you can do the foots animate the note tracks here. That's just like ambient sounds. But it doesn't really matter. It's just a frame or two after or before the Magin note track, so you don't really need it. It's just going to get overshadowed by the other one, so who cares? So now that your note tracks are done, you want to save it to wherever you're saving your weapons or your animations. This is going to be view underscore reload underscore empty. Hit OK. Then you want to select torso, and you want to select cam bone. Hit select, hierarchy, save selection, export selected, no. Then the animation is going to play. Beautiful. The way I know what joints to select, anything with the ADS having to do with ADS movement, either ADS up or ADS down, you're going to just select tag torso and tag view. So currently the only other one that you have to do that for is ADS up. ADS fire doesn't count because it's not really an ADS animation. It's a fire animation that's different than the regular one. But other than that, you're just going to, for every other animation on here, you're going to select tag torso, tag cam bone, select hierarchy, and then you're going to save selection, export selected, and then that's going to be your lot. So I'm going to go and finish everything now. You can watch that animation play. I can't remember if I already did this. I think I did. I'm going to go finish all of these off camera because it's going to take me another 25 minutes. And then we'll get back to it. So I will see you soon. Okay, that is the last animation. It is quite a bit later. Got very sidetracked. But you can see now I have all of the animations done. This was the last one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our Black Ops 3 XAnim export, go into MP40. I decided not to do the crouch animations just because I don't need this to look excellent. It's just a tutorial one that I'll finish up later. But for now, you want to open up Chronos if you close back out of it. And then go to Model and Animation Converter and drag all your animations into here. Yes, do that. Then okay, let me get rid of everything in here first. Let's do that. There we go. And go back into MP40 and get all of these and drag them back into here. You don't want to leave anything in here because like you just saw me do, I often get rid of stuff. So there's really no reason to keep these XAnim exports unless you want to look inside of them and make sure that you did everything correctly. But right now you can close Maya. You don't need it. Don't save. Wait for that to close. All right, go back into Ape. We're going to right-click our MP40 and hit New Asset. This is going to be our first animation, so I like to just do viewModel MP40 underscore whatever the animation is. The first one we'll do is idle. So then you change your asset type to X animation, hit OK. You select your animation file, will be idle, and your model file will be your main anim model. So there you go. You, very important, unselect use bones and change the type to relative. Very important there. All right. So that's the idle. The only other one I'm going to show you is one with note tracks. So you just want to hit duplicate, and the one with note tracks that I know is reload. So you're going to hit OK. And you're going to go to note. Go to sound. That's what you want to do when that happens. And then you can hit use existing note. But right now there aren't any because I have to select the right animation file. Reload. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Sometimes you just got to refresh it. So sound, use existing note. I'll use fly underscore MP40 mag out. Then the sound alias I'll have as MP40 underscore mag out. We'll cover sound aliases in the next video, most likely. And then you can select sound, fly, MP40 underscore mag underscore in player. And then that'll just be MP40 mag in. So that's that. There's nothing special that you have to do with the ADS animations this time around. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish all of these. I recommend if you're going to add note tracks to an animation, you copy another animation that doesn't have note tracks and then continue. Because if you copy one with note tracks, it's going to copy all the note tracks and all the sound aliases, and it's going to get annoying getting rid of all of them. So just copy something like that. And in that case, I'll cut the video again, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I've got all of those done. So now I saved everything. The last thing we're going to do in this video is make the actual weapon. So just call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And then change the asset type to, where is it? Bullet weapon. Hit OK. And then you've got this whole list of anything you could think of. The most important things are the display name, so just do MP40. I'll just change the in-game name to MP40. The difference is that this is the name that everybody sees, so like the KN44 in-game, the display name is KN-44, but the in-game name is AR underscore standard. So that's what that is. This is where you change it to full auto, clip type bottom. You could change that to top, or any of these options if you think they better apply to your weapon. Damage, you don't need that. Ammo options. This is where you change it, bolt action, dual wield. Continuous fire means like the flamethrower from World at War. That'd be a continuous firing weapon, not like fully auto. Alt mode is if you're doing like the wave gun and you want to hit like left on the D-pad and get a new weapon. That's what that is. Reload options. Segmented reload is for like bolt action weapons or shotguns. ADS rechamber, that's what you want to uncheck. Well, you don't have to uncheck it. That just means that if you're aiming down the sights, you can reload and you'll still be aiming down the sights, but oftentimes it doesn't look very good. The most important thing here is go into ADS options and select ADS because that allows you to aim down the sights. Without that, it just won't let you do it. And everything will look kind of weird if you don't do that. Let's see. Ammunition, this is where you change all your ammo stats, so I'm going to change this to 32 / 192, 192, 192, 192, 32, and that's that. Nothing super important. Your state timers, actually I lied. State timers, this is your fire rate, your reload speed, which you can tweak. I'm not going to do that right now because it takes a while to get it all perfect, and I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. I think it's probably already going to be like 15 minutes after editing. ADS settings, not super important right this second. These are important if you want to type your view model underscore MP40. That's that. And then world gun is world model underscore MP40. And that's okay. And then your X animations, this is where you put all of your animations. So view model underscore MP40 underscore idle. I like to just copy this and then do fire. Last. Are you serious? Come on. No, I don't want to. It says it's still recording, so... Oh well. I don't know if I'm going to leave that in. If I did leave that in, it's because my OBS crashed, but it didn't crash. It still looks like it's fine. So I think that was from way earlier. Anyway. Reload. Reload. Empty. Raise is your pull out. This is your put away. This is your first raise. Pull out first. I don't have one for some reason. These you can leave blank. Sprint in. Sprint in. Sprint loop. Sprint out. Then just a couple more. This is your ADS fire. Underscore ADS underscore fire. ADS up. Up. ADS up. And then ADS down. And that's that. Currently, your weapon is playable. You could do it now. But I'd like to do the sounds first, so I think I'll conclude the video for now, and we'll go over sounds in the next episode. The next episode is going to be the last episode, and it's going to be fairly short. It's probably going to be maybe 10 minutes. So I will see you then. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is very many days later, because I forgot to tell you how to do very important things with AIF. Well, just one or two important things. The first thing is that this damage range is here. This is where you put in your gun damage. If you don't put this in, it'll have 30 damage. For reference, the MR6 has 20. So I didn't even change this. I completed the entire tutorial series and never realized that this was not in. So I'm going to go into World at War. You can even see what I was watching. Oh no, I was watching my own video because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So I'm going to go into World at War and just get my stats here. If you're ever going to do World at War modding, I recommend making a Nazi zombie, you know, just like a resources map where you can take all your guns and stuff, because I don't know if you saw my other video about my WT3 map with everything with Kar 98Ks, but if I ever wanted to change like an FG42 in another game and I needed a reference point, I wouldn't have it because everything is a Kar 98K. Anyway, stats, damage, 100. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 100. What else? 60 is the minimum damage. Okay. That's that. Now everything should be good. Let me just double check because I could seriously be an idiot. Oh yeah, right. Gun kick settings. I have to re-record the last episode, so it won't look like this, but if you don't edit the gun kick settings, your recoil will climb very quickly. So what I would recommend doing is on ADS, any of these ADS values here, just zero them out, because your recoil will climb like a light machine gun. It's really bad. So just do that and you should be okay. It should climb at a reasonable rate. You can tweak all of these as well as these if you want to really get your recoil in. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't think there's anything else left to do. These are sounds. These are coming in the next video for you. Yeah, that should be good. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up too badly. So that's it for this little addendum. This will be at the end of my episode 3. So I guess that's it. Bye-bye.